So our temperatures are going to be cool to start if you are in the Los Angeles area. In the 7 o'clock hour, we're looking at still a lot of low 50s outside. And then we head into midday, and it's going to be really nice already by about 11, 72 degrees. And then later this afternoon, we're going to hit those low 80s. By 7 p.m. on your Friday night, things are still looking really nice at about 76 degrees. High wind warnings are going in place today for parts of the San Gabriel's, the 14 corridor, out toward the Santa Susanas and the Santa Monica Mountains. So we do have some portions of our mountain communities in LA and Ventura counties where we're going to get gusts up to about 50, 60, maybe even 65 miles per hour. So it is going to be pretty windy for a lot of us here if you are in those areas that get hit with these northeasterly offshore winds. This is what's going to happen as we continue on into later this morning. Looking at about 9:30, we start to see it filling in more for some of these spots all the way through the Cajon Pass and then down into those Orange County mountains, becoming a little more widespread heading into this afternoon. This is looking after lunchtime, about 12:45. 40-mile-per-hour winds out towards Simi, close to 40 in parts of Santa Clarita. So it is going to get pretty windy this afternoon. They do start to scale back, looking at about 6 p.m. tonight. We are still dealing with winds, though. And then heading into your Saturday morning, weaker winds tomorrow, but still dealing with those Santa Anas on your Saturday. And then by the time we head into Easter Sunday, a much different look heading into Sunday morning. We're not seeing much wind, and our temperatures will get just slightly cooler Sunday, but all in all, it's going to be warm, but hopefully not too warm for you, and so it should be really nice for those Easter egg hunts. It's still cold for the mountains. We're freezing in Big Bear at 32 degrees. We have still some upper 40s in Hemet, Santa Barbara, about 49 degrees right now, and then some upper 50s if you are up into Santa Clarita, 50 in Pasadena, about 47 degrees over into Covina. So our temperature is going to be getting into the mid-80s this weekend for Los Angeles and Orange County, but there's that cool down by the beginning of next week. So Monday, Tuesday going to be warm, Wednesday mild, and then we're going to head into Thursday, and that's when we're going to start to see a 20% chance of showers Thursday, and that will take us into Friday too. So just a heads up, making plans next week. Thursday and Friday, we could have some rain. We will at the least have more clouds and cooler temperatures. So if you're planning the pool days next week for spring break, your best days will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday. It does start to get quite a bit cooler, but still nice. The beaches will get cool next week too, but it's going to be a really nice Easter weekend. 76 on your Saturday, 74 Sunday, and then just right around 70 next week. So we're going to get a little warmer on our Saturday, and then by Easter Sunday, you see we start to dip down a bit, and then we do begin to see things change by Monday, even a little cooler, and then we roll through until next Thursday, and temperatures get even cooler, and that's when we do start to see a possibility of maybe seeing some rain here for Southern California. Now again, the longer range models are showing that could continue on into Friday and then maybe even next weekend too. And I do know that it is the first weekend at Coachella next weekend as well, so we're at least not talking about a lot of heat, and of course we'll still be warmer for the low desert, but you'll see this big cool down there too as we head into your Thursday, Friday for the inland spots, getting all the way down to even some upper 60s by Friday. It does look like we'll see some slight warming that weekend, but your warmest days next week will be Monday through Wednesday before we get even cooler after that.
Okay, I'm looking at that 10-day there. I see Easter. For some, the inland people are going to be hot, right?
Yeah.
I mean, compared to what we've seen lately.
Yeah.
And then towards the end of the week, you mentioned Coachella.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some years we've had such extreme temperatures. So this is actually going to be a nice Coachella.
Yeah, it's always April's always interesting down in the low desert. You can get a storm pass through and then have a really cool windy weekend, or you can have scorching hot temperatures.
Yeah.
So.
Life in the desert.
Yes.
Okay, Brianna, thank you. But before we get to celebrate Easter,